No apologies is learning how to live your life the best way possible. Hello, welcome everybody. Thank you for checking out No Apologies. I am Tom, and I also like to go by the Unapologetic Chef. And I'm sure what you're wondering now is, what is No Apologies? What is this whole thing about? No Apologies is something that I have been thinking about doing for a while now. And it's something that when I first started going plant-based, I wanted to figure out what this was, right? Because if any of you know my story, I was 372 pounds, I was high blood pressure, I was pre-diabetic, I was depressed, I had no energy, I was awful. I was the main cook for our house, and my wife was not feeling well. She was overweight, she was having problems, going through depression after the birth of our child, and we were like, what can we do? What is wrong? Because we're eating relatively good. I'm cooking a lot of the food that we're making. I'm doing, what they say is good, right? The, lean animal proteins, you have a starch, you have a veggie, you have salad, you limit your sodas intake, you drink low-fat milk and these other things, and you try to limit some of your salts, and none of it was working. Why wasn't it working? Why was I getting fat even though I was following these guidelines? I decided that that was not going to be me anymore. I said, what can I do to take the next step in my health? I came across being vegetarian, and I was kind of unsure about it, but I just felt like I needed to do it. And so throughout my research and everything, I jumped right into it. As I started doing the vegetarian diet, within that first week, I noticed something shifted in my mind, and I knew that this was something that I could definitely get on board with. Within a month, I had relatively convinced my wife to also join on, being that I was the main, chef in the house. I had to, I was responsible for cooking all the meals. So she reluctantly kind of came aboard, and we were still using cheese, eggs, milk, all that stuff. And she wasn't really understanding it at that point. That next 6 months really defined what was going to happen for the rest of our lives, really. Because in that next 6 months, we argued about food, we argued about everything. And it was because we were used to these foods that gave us comfort. KFC, Taco Bell stuff, Chipotle, like all these things that we're used to, and it's healthy, or it's not healthy, but it's our comfort food. We were used to that. And we said, this is bigger than just what we care about as far as our taste buds. Then over the next year, we decided to start investing more into our health. We started working out more, we started exercising, we started feeling better. What this all came about was, as we were losing weight, as we were feeling better, we realized that food had so much to do with it. Food is the most intimate thing that we are doing every single day, because food is taking some foreign object that, how many of us ask where this came from? How many of us ask how that was treated before it got to our mouth, and now we're eating it? It's seriously such a intimate relationship that we have with food. And we now live in a world where the majority of the foods that we eat are just laced with tons of pesticides and hormones, antibiotics, just preservatives, like crazy preservatives, synthetic stuff, salts, fats, oils, things that we don't want, excess of sugars, excess of fats, excesses of salt, all these things. And we just keep following the same cycle. We keep doing the same things and hoping that, if we limit a little bit of this and work a little bit harder on the elliptical, it'll be okay. Or if we, make sure we go walking, we can have our Dunkin' Donuts every single day. I I can tell you that that's not the way to a healthy life. No apologies is learning how to live your life the best way possible. So what I want to teach you is how to live a life worthy of no apologies to your body, to the environment, and to the animals. Because at the end of the day, if we say that we're a dog lover, but yet we're okay with the way a pig or a horse or a goat or a chicken or anything like that is treated, can we really say that we're an animal lover? Things start to become a little bit more clear. Most of us, if the reusable, recyclable cup at Starbucks was the same price as the normal cup, and there was no difference in how we had free recycling wherever we were going at the next spot and a trash can, the majority of us would take that recyclable container and put it in the recycling bin. Yet, when we talk about environmental issues, animal agriculture is the leading cause for so many environmental issues in our world today.
Customers are paying, and the money's multiplying, and the PR people are lying, and the lawyers are denying. Who cares if a few trees are dying? This is all so gratifying. How bad? How bad can this possibly be?
Do you know that 1 pound of ground hamburger meat or 1 pound of beef, whatever it is, it takes over 2,200 gallons of water to do that. If you were to follow every single step on the water conservation website on how to save water throughout the week, you could maybe save 44 gallons if you did everything to a T. 44 gallons. If you ate one hamburger that whole week, one hamburger, you've already completely wasted everything that you just did. Why do it? We could literally reshape what we're doing in this life. I'm not telling everybody that you have to go and completely be vegan or completely be plant-based. I understand that some of you are not ready for that, and I totally get it. I was there, and I'm never gonna come down on you for being that way. What I do want to show you though is there are ways to enjoy that food the same way that you're used to. Same flavors, same textures, same quality, same everything that triggers the mind. If anything that I said rang true, that you're having struggles with, your health, you've tried diets, you've tried exercise, that's not working, you don't know what to do, you've always looked at food as a comfort, always looked at food as as just almost like a type of therapy. If you've looked at food in that way, I get it, because I've done it most of my life. And I want to help you see food in a different way. And it's possible. Maybe you're someone who saw a documentary or has a vegan friend or a vegetarian friend, and you are curious about how they live their life, what they eat. Something about it rang true and you just want to understand more about it. Maybe you're an animal person and you've never really thought about animals this way and what you're eating in the relationship to that. Maybe you consider yourself the environmentalist. That helps. If you believe that way, I think it's worth a look to at least checking out some of the ways you could cut back on at least a few meals per week, and it would drastically help our environment in so many ways. Bigger than just your food choice for lunch and having a salad instead of a burger. This is more than that. Since I started this project so many years ago, I've thought about what this is for, who it's for, how will I build it? Is it a business? Is it a lifestyle? Is it whatever? I'm choosing that it's everything. I want No Apologies to be a lifestyle and an awareness of something more in life. And I think we as a society are more open to living this way every single day. We are more consciously aware of environmentalism, global warming, animal cruelty, health, exercise, all these different things. We are aware of that more and more every single day. Our society is moving towards that way. Yet at the same time, there are so many factors around us trying to take us away from what we know is true. What I want to do is make sure that you see the right things in your life and you can enjoy food like you always have. This is the diet, this is the lifestyle that you don't have to worry about counting calories, worrying about carbs, anything like that. All you have to do is understand the food, and then the food will work for you. I promise you, it is amazing to see. I want to help you. If you are hurting in any way health-wise, if you are caring about the animals, if you are caring about the environment, any of those things ring true, just give it a shot.